What's up, everybody? Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Let's get everybody in here. Do a little live tonight, man. We're talking about all the things that are going on out in the world. We might have an interview maybe tonight with someone special, or at least a special story. We'll see. I'm going to wait and see if we can get some people up in here tonight for the live. Hopefully, they're sending out the notifications. If you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. Okay, Tiffany, I see you. Big shout out to Tiffany, man, for always helping Johnny Leonard. What's up? Tiffany, I appreciate you and everything that you do for us. For real. Country, what's up? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? 13 people, man. Hit that like button on your way in. John, did you hit that, Country? Hit that like button, man. Johnny Leonard in there says he hit that like button. We only got 2 likes. 13 people in the house. John, hit that like button for us, man. We got to get them likes up, man. Get everything up tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about a couple things tonight about the stuff that happened at Big Sandy. Actually got a call from someone, and I may very well interview the dude that was assaulted by those cops. I know the story. I know the dude's name. I know why he was assaulted, and we're going to get into it because it kind of relates to the stuff we've seen at Terre Haute, some of the stuff I talked about in that Big Sandy video. We're going to talk about that. But first, man, let's talk about our condolences, man, because today's the day that they started putting some of them kids and people to rest, man, in Texas, right? Absolutely horrible, absolutely disgusting what happened over there, man. I could tell you, Christina, thank you. I could tell you this, man. When I was in prison and that thing happened in Connecticut, and I'll never forget this, man. The one little kid, I don't know if you guys are Giants fans, but he was a Victor Cruz fan, man. And they buried that little kid in a Victor Cruz jersey, man. And I remember that hitting me, man, and making me, man, really, man, honestly, it made me cry, man. When I seen what happened to them little kids, man. I love kids, man. I think kids are awesome, right? They're innocent victims, man. And you got this retard over here, Salvador, who, man, I don't know, man, like did what he did to his grandmother. Like, I love my grandmothers, man. Every single one of them. My my great-grand, both sides of the family. I love everybody's grandmother, man. Grandmothers are awesome. This kid's just an absolute nutcase, man. Goes in there and does this stuff. And I know some people that are in law enforcement watch this, and they're going to have their reasons why the cops didn't run in there and all of that. But look, man, I was kind of watching the news tonight, right? And they were talking about the cops that didn't go in there. Kids were actually calling on their cell. One of the little girls was calling on her cell phone and was like, yo, we're in danger, man. Like, what's up? And the dispatcher's telling the cops, and they're still sitting outside, man. Look, it's like this, man. When you're involved in a job like that, look, man, if my house was on fire, man, and my kids were in there, I'm going in, man. If that was my kid's school, the one mother got out of the handcuffs. I think she jumped the fence. A father did. Look, man, when it comes to your kids, man, it comes to other kids. People run into burning houses, man, that ain't even cops or fire department guys, firemen. And these cops, man, were just waiting around like, I thought they just did training, man. Didn't you just train on this shit? Like, for real, man, all the training and all that stuff, man, goes out the window, right? When something like this happens. But, there's a bigger thing to talk about too, man. I don't know who's going to agree with me. Some people may not. But, we live in different times, man. Things aren't all the same, man. Things are just different. So, we had to have a talk with my niece, with Jen's daughter. We had a talk about, what are you supposed to do? They're like, yeah, they teach us this and they teach us that. Go in the school and barricade yourself in the classroom. Like, are you serious right now? If this dude's got a big boy on him, he's coming through the door if he wants to come through, right? And I know some of them kids might have been on the first floor. I mean, sometimes you might be on, a bigger floor, but I'm telling you right now what I told her, man. Both of them. Look, I'm jumping out the window. I'm telling my kids, jump out the window, man, and run. Run like this. And just keep running until you can't run no more. Because barricading yourself in a classroom, pretending that you're not alive anymore, I don't think that shit's working, man. Like I said, we live in dangerous times. I seen something about Georgia today where they said they're going to let the teachers, carry something in there. If I get a little thirsty, I'm going to drink right out of the bottle. I hope nobody gets mad at me for drinking out of the bottle. like the rest of the people in this house get pissed off. Like, why are you drinking out of the bottle? Oh, because it's mine. I want to drink out of the bottle. That's why. Don't drink it. I'm a big Arizona iced tea fan, man, just so you guys know. But I might get thirsty because we're going to get into some things tonight, right? So, kind of want to hear what you guys got to say, man, about what did you tell your kids, man, if something like that happens at their school? What was your advice? Is it to barricade yourself in the courtroom? Just so you know, I told you I was sick a little bit, man. I didn't know if it's allergies. I don't know what the hell it is, man. But last night I went to bed at like 7:45, and I slept all the way till 8 this morning. I never do that. Adam Casey, drink it right. It's all good, man. We have a little fun tonight, man. We're gonna kick it, man. Get Ghost and call me. For sure, for sure. I'm telling them, man, jump out the window and run, man. Jump out the window and run. I seen something in Georgia. We're gonna let the teachers, pack that action. And this is what it really is, man. Like I said, we live in different times, man. Some of the people working at school are former military, may have been in law enforcement. Probably a lot of them people, depending on where you're at, are hunters. Look, if I live in Waterford, Texas, our teachers are armed, and I do feel better sending my kids to school. Look, man, if the teachers were, suited up, maybe that stuff wouldn't have happened over there as much. Maybe they could have saved some people. And I think they would have. I think they could have, right? Especially if the cops ain't going to go inside. Like, you call the cops because they're supposed to, run into harm's way. I mean, look what they did at 9/11, right? They ran in there. These are little kids, man. I'm not law enforcement. I would have ran in there, man. I would have ran in there and tried to do something, man. If it was my kids. Even if it wasn't my kids, just kids in general, man. Like, this is where your tax dollars are going, man. Like, you know what I mean? For people like this. You run around, you guys do all this other shit, and I don't want to talk bad about, law enforcement and all of that stuff, because that's not my job. I'm talking about these people specifically, man. You're supposed to go in there, right? Some of the parents, one of the women went in there. I think one of the fathers did too, right? Pure Tango Blast, man. Pure Tango Blast. You should do an interview, homie. You should email me. Yeah, I can't believe that they wouldn't go in there either, man. Like, it is what it is, right? It is sad, man. And look, I'm going to show you guys something though. Like, how about the teacher? And then her husband dies from a heart attack from a broken heart. They got little kids left behind. There was one little girl where I've read on Facebook, where her father's in federal prison. I think he's serving a 20-year sentence for a nonviolent drug crime. He was trying to get to the funeral, right? But check out this dude, man. You guys want to talk about something big, man? Let's check this cat out. Let me see if I can find him. Here he is. Texas dude. Making customized caskets, right? I mean, really good dude, man. Really nice dude, man. But it's a sad day when somebody has to make customized caskets for kids. I've seen some of them with Superman on there, and it's just, wow, man. If that don't hurt you, man, if that don't strike a chord with you, then I don't know what will, man. I do not know what will. Little kids, man, that shit, man. I know my wife started crying. It came across my little feed on here. I look at it like, wow, are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? The stuff in Buffalo, the stuff we live in a dangerous time, man. This weekend in my city, man, just numerous shootings, and man, I'm sure your city's probably the same, man. Dangerous, dangerous times, man. But yeah, definitely, man. When I looked at these caskets today, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. When I seen that stuff, I was eating dinner. My phone buzzed up. Someone sent that to me. I'm like, it hit me, man. That shit hits you, man. Donnell, what's up, man? I got to get back to you, Donnell. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're doing better, man. I think the U.S. should consider using properly vetted ex-military folks for security in schools. It would be a win-win, helping existing military transition into civilian life. I think, man, that's where we come to. Yeah, nobody wants, people to be packing in schools, right? I mean, that's not the way you envision your world and your life. And when we were young, when I was a kid, man, I would never envision that, man. But now you have to envision that because something has to be done. You can't keep talking about, oh, we're so sorry, this is another crazy dude, and we got to come together, we got to pray. I understand all that. I respect that. But we got to stop this shit from happening, man. I'm not going to get into the Second Amendment stuff because some people might get pissed off, but Maybe guys his age shouldn't be allowed to go, get an assault rifle. I'm going to say that. All right. Guys his age shouldn't be allowed to just go be like, hey, man, what's up? Because I don't think he's mentally ready. I just don't. And I believe that we do have a Second Amendment and that we should, right? That's what our forefathers said. I don't really want to get into this stuff, but I think there has to be a bigger age, man. You can't drink beer until what? You're 21, but you can go get that. Get out of here, man. You got some nutcases out here, man. These young kids, and people are like, don't blame it on the video games. They're learning a lot of shit, man. These kids are learning a lot of stuff, and they're mimicking what they're learning, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy life, man. But definitely, man, nothing but love and respect for all of those people, man, that ended up in such a bad, bad position, right? The parents. Can't even imagine what they're going through, man. Can you even imagine what it's like for a parent? It's not supposed to be like that, man. It's not supposed to be like that. Parents are never supposed to bury their kids, man. Sad, sad day. And I don't know, man. I'm stuck for words because when I start talking about it, I start feeling emotional, man. I start feeling like, damn. And then the cop that did go in there, he was off duty, right? Might have to get another swig of this old thing now. Just so you know, this is Arizona iced tea. This is not a brewski, all right? I'm not doing anything, I don't really drink much at all. Unless it's this stuff. And like I said earlier, don't get mad at me, Gabe, if I'm drinking off the bottle or anybody else. Everybody in this house gets pissed off when I do it, but it's all right. I mean, I pay the bills over here, so you know what it is. But anyway, Gary Davis, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Tomorrow, I'm gonna shoot the prologue out there with pictures of me and my family before prison. All the pictures you guys are gonna see in this video, and you're gonna get the audio book on the prologue in the first chapter for free, and you guys can weigh in and tell me what you think. It's professionally done. So you guys let me know if you guys like it. I'll probably start doing some more interviews here soon. I got people lined up, but people want to hear the stories directly from me, so I might do that the rest of the week. We're probably going to do one on what happens to pedophiles when they get to federal prison. We got some people we're going to highlight, like the mayor from Waterbury, Connecticut, one of the worst dudes you could ever imagine. And I've been in some places where some crazy things happen to these dudes, where you guys are going to be like, damn. And maybe, just maybe, if, a few people that are into that type of stuff see the video, maybe they'll stop doing that bullshit, right? Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully this wakes them up like, damn, man. Like they get electrocuted, man. Like, you better do the right thing or we're going to, you know what I'm saying? Someone might catch you in that prison and start, start hitting you with that uppercut. Waterbury, Connecticut is a shithole. Do you remember the mayor down there? What a dirtball he was? Philip Gerardonald, real trash can. So anyway, I get a call today, right? About the Big Sandy stuff. We'll get into that. We might jump back over here to Texas, man. Just sad to even think about that stuff, man. But our condolences go out to the parents, to the people that lost a loved one over there. It's horrible, man. Where was God when shit like this happens, huh? What do people got to say to that? Well, before we get there, I'm going to tell you something, bro. There's a book by Lee Strobel, right? Check out Lee Strobel, Leestrobel. The Case for Faith. Check that book out, man. Read it. I read it in prison. Because once upon a time, I wasn't sure that God existed, man. But I read his book, The Case for Christ, The Case for Science. I read a bunch of them books, man. Damn, Gary Davis, you almost knocked me off my chair, man. Damn. Big Gary in the house with the 100-piece. Damn. Gary, man, we appreciate you, brother, for real, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm going to have to help use that to pay the editor this week, man. Funds are low, my boy. Funds are low. It's all good, man. Thank you, Gary. Definitely appreciate you, man. Appreciate anybody that looks out on the channel, but definitely, man. That's what's up. So anyway, I get this call. We're going to talk about Big Sandy because if you remember watching the video, how I said, not all administration, not all cops hate you, not all cops want to see you hit the bottom, right? I mean, there are some staff members. I had a case manager, unit manager from another prison. I'm not going to say what prison. She hit me up. She said, hey, I take offense a little bit to, you acting like, all people don't care. I'm looking for her message. And then we started talking back and forth. and she understood where I was coming from. So I stand corrected if I said that, because there are some people that care, but a lot of times they don't. So what happened in Kentucky? You guys want to know who the victim is? I might be talking to him, all right, tonight, actually. His name's Corey Taylor. Corey Taylor was beat up in Big Sandy. But why was he beat up in Big Sandy? And who was he beat up by? He was beat up by 3 staff members, right? Let's just read this real quick. And then we're going to talk about what happened and why the things happened, all right? Excuse me. 3 Bureau of Prison employees of the United States Penitentiary Big Sandy, located in Inez, Kentucky, were indicted on Thursday for federal civil rights violations. A federal grand jury sitting in London, Kentucky, returned an indictment charging the following individuals: Samuel J. Patrick. I think Patrick was the unit officer in my unit when I was there, man. And I think he became the case manager, if it's him. Or maybe this is one of his family members, right? But if it's the Patrick that I'm talking about, this dude was a really good dude at the time, man. I don't know if this is him. 41, left Big Sandy. Nah, maybe not. West Van Leer, Kentucky. Clinton L. Pauley, 40, of Irontown, Ohio. And Kevin C. Pierce Jr., 37, of Inez, Kentucky. The defense have been charged with violating individuals' rights under the color of law and falsifying records to impede an investigation. The indictment alleges that on April 29, 2021, Patrick and Pauley assaulted an inmate in the lieutenant's office of USP Big Sandy. We're going to talk about why they assaulted him and what was going on, because I got it pretty straight from a very resourceful source. Let's just say that. After Pierce and a subordinate BOP employee witnessed the assault, Pierce asked the employee to write an untruthful report, admitting the assault. It also alleged that Patrick pressed the employees to submit to Pierce's demand. The indictment also alleged that Pierce wrote a memorandum that documented the false account of the officer's interactions with the inmate who was assaulted, that stated another employee was present in the office with the victim, and stated the victim left the office without incident, admitting the assault. Patrick and Pauley are also alleged to have written memos to cover up the assault. Does this stuff happen all the time over there? You bet your ass. USP Atlanta, plenty of times. USP Pollock, plenty of times. They will put the beats on you, depending on where you're at. Usually on the compound, they're not putting the beats on you. They get you back in the hole. They get you in the lieutenant's office. They'll split your wig, man. Then they talk about, the Eastern District of Kentucky and all of this stuff. A date for Patrick, Pauley, and Pierce to appear in court has not been scheduled yet. For the deprivation of rights charges, they each face a maximum of 10 years per, and for falsification of records charges, they face 20 years for each count. So they'll tell you in this report that, hey, they're facing 0 to 10, 0 to 20. Under the guidelines, what do you think they're going to get? Take a wild guess. Probably ain't going to get shit, man. 37 months. I was in prison with a guy who was a cop, violated people's civil rights. And when he violated the civil rights, let me see something. When he violated the civil rights, he was a cop, shot people, beat people up as a cop. He got like 37 months. I tried to bring him on the show. I really wanted him to come on the show. And my chat here is getting a little bit dark over here, like I can't really see it well. I don't know why. Let me see. Hold on, folks. I got to try to fix this. I might not be able to see your messages if I don't fix this. Okay, it's all right. I can see it. It's real dark, but I can see it. Can you guys see me with the light over here, or do we need more light? Let me see. There we go. Oh, you see that book on the back, Blood on the Razor Wire. If you haven't got the book, go ahead and grab the book. But anyway, so this kid Corey, right? He's in the lieutenant's office, and he tells the lieutenant, he says, look, man, I'm not going out on the compound here at Big Sandy. And let me tell you guys something. This happens a lot. You get to prison. When I went to Big Sandy, man, on that bus, numerous people checked in. Like, yo, I'm not. Dudes that ain't even twisted or messed up. They're like, man, I ain't going out there. I'm coming from an FCI. I'll go sit in the hole for a year. I'm not going out there. And, people refuse the yard. So this kid, from what I'm understanding, he refuses the yard. He says, man, I'm not going out there. And the lieutenant says, well, why aren't you going out there? He said, because, you know what? I was just done with everything, man. I was over there at USP McCrary, tired of being sent on dummy missions, tired of being put in the mix. So I checked in McCrary. And if I come out here, I don't have a detention order. So I can't go out to the compound here, man. And the lieutenant's like, you're going out to the compound, bro. And they forcefully grab this guy and tell him he's going. He's like, man, I'm not going. Remember I told the story before about the dude in the hole that did not want to go? He was screaming, he was yelling, he was kicking, he was fighting. Might have been on someone else's channel. But dudes don't want to go out there, man. Dudes are like, nah, man, they're killing people out there. You see what happened in education, though, Spite, right? Spite was a special case, though. Spike was a dirty dude, man. No matter what people say, This dude was a dirty dude. I need a haircut, man. Head's itching, man. But anyway, and my wife has a hair salon down here. Getting a haircut is sometimes difficult, but it's all good. She don't, she'll cut her clients, but she don't want to cut your boy's hair all the time. In prison, I used to get 2 haircuts a week. I had to have it, man. You know why? Because I got a little bald spot back there, hair starting to go. You know what I mean? But anyway, so this cat don't want to go to the compound. He's like, man, I'm not going. And they put the beats to him, man. They brutally beat this kid up, man. And eventually, one of the employees was like, nah, man, what just happened here ain't right. So anyway, Chad, I just finished your book, man. Great book. Only question I have is, why did you get hit at USP Lee? What happened? All right, I'm going to tell you what happened to USP Lee, right? We're going to do a story about it. How about that? Kid stabbed me in the back at USP Lee. We'll get there in a minute, though. But he stabbed me because he owed me money, and he didn't want to be on the compound because he owed everybody money. I think I've told people this story, but we'll talk about it. Have you seen We Run the City about the 8 cops from Baltimore? That we're doing a story on that very soon, Jace. One of the homies from Baltimore hit me up, sent me some stuff. Some people look out for me, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, we might have a former warden that sends me, a few things here and there. Maybe a guy that, worked in central office. I don't know. Maybe. But we have people that look out for us, man. Yeah, he did. He stabbed me in the back. But it's all right. We're going to talk about it in a minute, all right? We're going to get deep on it. On the stabbing issue. Anyway, so this stuff happens in these places where dudes are like, man, I can't go to the compound. Cops beat you down, man. They don't always beat you down because you can't go to the compound. But sometimes you get to prisons where these dudes got this little thing like Lexington, FMC Lexington. They got their little crew over there, man, where they think it's all right, man, to just start beating the shit out of people. And if they started bringing indictments more often, then maybe things will change. You had an employee over here that's like, yo, what you guys did is wrong, man. I'm not falsifying reports. I'm not doing no bullshit. And you know what happens to that employee, the nurse, whoever it may have been? And, hopefully we'll get into it with dude tonight. He's supposed to call me tonight around 8 o'clock. When an employee does that, they're marked, man. You live in this community and you got to deal with these people, man, in this little country town. So a lot of people, country town, country area, wherever they're living, they don't want to deal with that, man. The kids are going to probably be harassed and mocked. They're going to go to the grocery store and feel out of place. That's that old school justice, that shit you used to see on TV back in the day. So a lot of people don't step up. The email address is freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Country, throw the email up there for us, bro. Simon, I agree with you, bro. But we're not in the Brady Bunch and Leave It to Beaver days no more. That shit's over with, man. We live in a dangerous world, my friend, where now teachers have to go to school strapped. That's it. You want answers? You want this shit to stop? You might not be able to stop everything. There might be 3 or 4 or 5, but I guarantee it ain't gonna be 19, 20, and 21 if a couple people are, locked and loaded, ready for action. Certified. What's up? Okay, there's the email, Loco. I'm gonna check all the emails in the morning, do all the book orders tomorrow. All right. Just had a big case I was doing. But this stuff happens in all kinds of prisons, man. I've seen dudes, man, get off the bus like, USP Pollock, USP Big Sandy. Look at your boy, man. They killed Spite, right? This kid Terrell Johnson goes to prison with 14 years. Dude's trying to, take his, chizzies. And he's like, bro, I'm not going for that. I ain't like that. This is a big dude, man, over 6 foot tall. This other kid's, 5'7", little fella, too light to fight. And he's like, man, He went to the people. So, I don't belong here, man. All this shit I thought, man, being in the street, he was a Crip, he was this, he was a gangster in the street. That shit got real, man. When he got to Big Sandy, that shit got really real. And now he's like, damn, man, I'm not trying to, And he's like, man, look, and I'm going to tell you guys what really happened, right? So let's do it this way. So look, let's do this, all right? Joe, listen, man. We can't be doing stuff like that on this channel, homie. We cannot do this stuff, man. Where people around here, you got issues, man, I understand, but stuff like that, man, listen. Don't forget, man, I got a family to feed too, man. I go to work every day, brother. YouTube right here. I know you got some issues, Joe, but YouTube, I'm starting to get upset about people, man. Like, people are emailing me like, "Hey, I want a barbecue tomorrow. Can you send me $100?" Yeah, if the tree was growing $100 bills, I probably could. Like, come on, man. We all got our struggles. We try to help people when we can. Listen, man, stop that stuff because I'm about to delete that message, bro. Remove. Hit me up personally, homie. Don't do that stuff, man, on here. Don't be in a live chat, man, asking people for money, man. That shit's over with. We're not doing that stuff no more. Country, if you see that stuff, Tiffany, if you see that stuff, let me see. Tiffany, you're about to get a wrench right now. Let me see. Tiffany, you're a moderator, man. I forgot to click you in. But yo, man, let's stop doing that stuff, man. We're going to send the paperwork. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Man, listen, contact the local church. Contact people around you, all right? We're trying to help people over here, man. And we will help people. And I have helped you, Joe. I didn't help you big, but I've tried to, brother. And I'm not trying to embarrass you or make you feel bad, but we got to stop patronizing the people, man. We ain't flying signs on Blood on the Razor Wire TV, my boy. We're not out here like, hey, you know what I mean? Listen, I know you got some medical issues where you can't work because you fell, but you got to get a hold of the people, man. The churches, the people in your community. If there's anything that we can do in that regard, I'm going to try to help you. I did it for another guy. I'm going to say it. I did it for Certified. He was all the way in Kentucky, man. I had someone, I posted some stuff. Someone reached out to him down here. We had the people take him some food. We sent him some money, and we gave him a job at Blood on the Razor Wire TV. And he works. He works for the money that I give him every month. But, man, we're not doing that stuff, man. All right? Yeah, but Joe, you can contact me personally, dude. Don't do this stuff on here. All right? Let's not do that, man, because that stuff's starting to make me mad, man. People are like, oh, I got this problem. I understand, man. We all got it. But look, I got a family to take care of too, and I take care of them, man. I take my ass to work every day, man. And now I don't mean YouTube, but YouTube's work too. It's a job. But I take my ass to work every day, man, to make sure I can take care of stuff, man. So anyway, maybe when Blood on the Razor gets real big, Blood on the Razor Wire TV, maybe we'll be able to employ other people, man, and bring people on and help people when we can. But anyway, listen, we help people, man. We want to continue to do that. But we're going to get back over here, all right? Someone asked about when I got stabbed in USP Lee. They read the book like, why did you get stabbed? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. There was this kid named Edward Nelson, right? I wonder if we could pull up Edward Nelson on the thing here. Let me see. And hopefully we get that call from Corey Taylor. I don't even know where Eddie's at right now. Okay, we're muted. Damn, man, what the hell is going on? Okay, here we go. Okay, so Edward Nelson, I must have hit this thing when I was looking for Edward. Couldn't find Edward. So this is the deal, right? Edward Nelson, I think he was serving life. Serial killer out of Washington, D.C. He was mixed, Asian and white. Absolute demon, this kid, all right? Absolute demon. He smokes cigarettes. He's got a cigarette problem, and I got a store. I sell stamps. The kid owes me $45. He starts arguing with me on the day before he's supposed to pay me. How much I owe you? I just pull out my little paper. Oh, you owe me $45. No, I don't. I owe you $40. I said, look, bro, you owe me $45. He starts going to say, hey, man, don't talk to me like that in front of people, man. Talk to me with respect, right? La, la. So I hit him. Boom. I do hit this kid. I hit him in the chest. He falls down and he shits his pants. And there's a kid that stands over him and says, "You got knocked the fuck out." Kid from New York, right off that. What was that? What was that movie? Friday? New Jack City Friday? Eddie Nelson, damn shit. William Clark, were you in Big Sandy with Eddie? So anyway, I knock Eddie down. Cop sees it. This is on my birthday, man. August 17th. It's on my birthday. Joe's mad at me. You can be mad at me, Joe. I'm not mad at you, but you're mad at me. Can't never be mad at me for helping you, bro. I told you. You contact me directly. You don't start asking people on here. But anyway, let's get to it. So I knock him down. They take us to the lieutenant's office. Lieutenant starts talking shit to us, but he's gonna let us go. It's my birthday. What are you guys fighting over? I made up a story, man. It was over fantasy football, man. Did you punch him hard? Yeah, I punched him hard. I knocked. He's just a little dude, so don't give me no extra points for this shit. He was a little fella. I'm not gonna lie, but I knocked the wind out of him, and he shit his pants, man. So they take us to the lieutenant's office. Lieutenant threatens us and says all this other wild shit. This is at USP Lee. And they say, "I'm going to let you guys go, man. It's your birthday." So we're walking back. And Eddie kind of gets a little bit smart. Joe gets, who cares? All right, see you, bud. Anyway, Eddie gets a little bit. So I said, "What you say?" And right then, man, I should have did what I was supposed to do right then, right? I didn't do nothing. I let him ride. So now, a week later, August 24th, my wife's birthday, right? He decides it's his time. I'm coming back from, I think I was selling sodas that day or coming back from commissary. I used to sell sodas in the yard too, $1 a piece, 4 stamps. So anyway, yeah, that stuff's over with, Joe, man. We're good, man. Don't even trip. You literally knocked it. So anyway, yeah, and I'm not bragging about that stuff, man. That shit's crazy. So anyway, they let us go. We go back to the unit. I just let the shit ride when really I'm supposed to handle this kid, and I don't handle him. A week later, August 24th, I'm walking up the steps and I feel something hit me in the back. Hits me 3 times. And I'm like, what the fuck? I turn around and look and I see him at the bottom of the steps with the knife, like looking up at me. Like he jumped down the steps real quick, right? So I reach to my back and I rub my back and I see there's blood on my hand. And I tell one of my homeboys I'm real close with, who the police actually just shot in the face like a week ago. He gets in a police chase that turns into him getting shot in the face. I yell down to him. I say, "Hey, man, grab him, man. Grab him." He starts running. And my buddy starts going after him. I say, "Hey, he stabbed me." When I said that, my friend stopped like, "Oh, shit." But he's not trying to get stabbed. So I run down the steps, right? So anyway, at Dwight, who killed drug dealers and smashed their toes. I'm going to have to go back and read that. I don't know what you're talking about, but I want to read that. Do you know Eddie Nelson? Edward Nelson? So anyway, he was just a little dude. He was smashing people's toes. Send me an article, bro. I don't know Victor about. So anyway, I'm like, "Yo, grab that kid." He starts running, chasing him. He stops. Look like Fred Flintstone hitting the brakes on that Flintstone car, right? So I run down there, and Eddie's running. The way I just told them kids that kids should be running like this, he's running like that. But it's slippery. It was a light sprinkle, a little wet. He slips and falls. When he slips and falls, I jump on him, right? Yeah, man. Damn. Nelson was in my unit. Where? In USP Lee, Dwight? Were you in Lee County when he stabbed me? It was in the first court. So anyway, he's running like that. I catch this kid. I jump on him. I start hammering this dude. I take the knife from him, man, and I throw the knife. When I could have took the knife, I could have killed this dude, man. I must have hit him 20 times, man, before the cops run up. Cops run up. They tackle me. Honestly, hey, I want you to hit me up, dude, on the email. Put my email up there for him, country. I want that kid to hit me up that was in a unit with Nelson. So anyway, I pound him out. The cops run out there. They jump on me. They start hitting me. And I'm like, "Yo, I'm stabbed. I'm stabbed. I'm stabbed." I'm panicking. These cops, like I said, one of the cops actually hit me up. I don't know if he's going to come on the show. I want this dude to come on the show because this dude was a major, major dude. This was a major cop over here at USP Lee. Like he was always involved in the mix. He was one of them cops where you respect him, he respects you. If you got something coming, he's going to give it to you. I'm just going to call him Big Ass. ST. You know who it is. That's your last name. Hit me up, man. If you're watching, man, come on the show. People want to hear from you, man. Yeah, definitely, Dwight. I want you to email me tonight, man. Maybe we'll do an interview tonight since I'm free tonight. Um. Anyway, they picked me up off the ground. I think people heard this. These cops actually, and I'm a big boy, man. At the time, I'm probably 225 people in here, 126 likes. Hit that like button for us, though. So I'm 225 at the time, probably. They picked me right up off the ground, man. And they run me to medical. I get to medical. Anyway, I get to medical, and they take me in medical, and they thank you, Heather Ann. We appreciate you. It's a pretty color, too. So they get me to medical, and they're like, yo, man, are you all right? I'm like, man, not really. I start panicking. I start thinking about my boy, right? Aaron Pike. We're going to do a story on Aaron Pike, too, about his case. You guys want that? Like a true crime on Aaron Pike? Let me know. James Patterson, what's up? Are you the author? You never know who's in here, man. That might be old James P., the author, right? He always talks about Rochester, New York in a lot of his books. Lenny Anowitz. I got like 2 little holes in my back that are hard to see now. And I got like a scrape where when he stabbed me, he scraped me. He hit me with an ice pick. I don't know if you guys know what an ice pick is in prison. Maybe I'll make one and show you on the show, right? A lot of times they'll take pieces out of a fan. Boom, they break it. Boom. Long pieces. They'll bend it. Boom, they bend it over, sharpen it like a nail, put some tape on it or some cloth, put a lanyard on there. You can put it on your wrist. So if you're stabbing someone and it comes off, you got the lanyard, you can grab the knife back again. And he just hit me, bang, bang. I think he hit me, scraped me, and hit me. Maybe I'll have my wife take a picture. I don't even know if you can even see it yet. But yeah, it's like a long ass nail. So they get me to medical. And this is why people die in federal prison. All right. So I've been in places where the medical is really good. Big Sandy, the medical was good. Despite all the people that die there, they are good. They actually acted like they cared about people, man. USP Lee medical was good too. I'm not gonna say it was bad. I mean, it wasn't as good as over there. Now we got John Hutchin talking some bullshit. Yeah, don't do that. Come on, big dog, man. Come on, John, man. We're trying to do some good shit in here, dude. Please don't do that. So anyway, they take me down there and they stick this Q-tip in my back. They're like, "You're good. You're all right. You're gonna be okay." You know what I mean? All right, this scumbag's going off the channel, man. There you go. See ya. Whatever. Yo, this dude's out of here. You hear me? He's hidden now. He's not here no more. We don't need stuff like that, bro. This ain't a prison politic channel. This ain't no, you know. Dude said I'm a race trader. Dude, you should look in the mirror and just punch yourself in the face for even coming on here with that bullshit when we're doing positive things over here. You know what I mean? But anyway, let me see. So they stick this Q-tip in my back. Boom. They're like, man, you're good. I'm like, all right. They take me to the hole. They take me to the hole. So William Clark, you knew Pike too, huh? Pike's my boy, man. Anyway, so they stick that Q-tip in my back, right? And we're gonna get on this race trader stuff here in a minute. So I'm reading some of the comments because that's what the live is for. It's for the comments, for the people to talk. It's not just straight, stories, whatever. So I get to the hole. They leave me in the rec cage. They're like, man, you're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna be all right. So I'm on the floor. I'm waiting, man. I think it's an hour and a half, 2 hours. They finally come to get me, and I'm just laying like on the ground, on the concrete ground. This is where they don't give a fuck about you, man. When I say that, and they're like, all right, come on, let's go, Marks. You're going to your cell. I'm like, all right. So I grabbed the cell. I grabbed the cage, right? Anybody that's been to federal prison, you've been to rec. I got to grab the cage. I don't know, Mike, man. I ain't even tripping. I ain't mad at them. They're just ignorant, buddy. So I grabbed the cage and I have to pull my body up. I have to pull myself up. I couldn't even stand up, man. I could not stand up. I had to pull myself up. So I pull myself up. I get to the cell. I don't care about that stuff. Who even cares, right? I mean, I guess I do because I got a little bit mad. Like, all right, dude, you're out of here. We're going to teach you a lesson. We're going to delete you from the page. He'll probably go get another YouTube channel in about 2 minutes and he'll be back on here. Whatever. So I pull myself up, man. I'm like, damn, man. I finally make it to the cell. They walk me down the range. I go in the cell. The kid's like, damn, bro, kid from New York. He's like, hey, man, you all right? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm all right. He's a real white dude, man. He was Cuban or Colombian. And he's like, this is the only cell out that they got, right? Where I can go and lay down. He's from New York. I'm from New York. He's like, man, you're gonna be all right, bro. Take the bottom bunk. The kid helps me. He makes my bed, hooks me up. Honestly, man, I remember this like it was yesterday. I slid into the bed head first because my whole body was hurting, man. I slid that bed head first, man. Dude, I didn't eat for 2 or 3 days. I couldn't get out of the bed to get any trays. I couldn't do nothing, man. I just laid in the bed. Kid would give me some water. Yo, bro, I need some water. And really, man, the kid kind of like mended me back to health. Yeah, man. It's all good, man. That dude, you see, I know who that dude was, man. He was that dude that midget knocked out and did pull-ups on his back. It's all good. I shouldn't joke like that, but anyway. So that's kind of the little, stab me story. Um, dude stabbed me for no reason. But people will stab you in prison. Wow. Yeah, I had one dude pull a knife on me. I'm gonna do a story about it. It's me. About his legal work. I didn't want to do his legal work, so he wanted to stab me. But I wanted to interview someone that was there when it happened. One of my really good friends. That's kind of how I wanted to do that story. But rest in peace, Tank Top Terry. At least you got help from your celly. Kuwait is not a deployment. Man, where have you been at, bro? We ain't seen you in a while. K2 was the most used drug in federal prison. It changed the game. It was the crack epidemic for federal prison. I'm telling you that right now. Damn, dog, you thirsty? I don't really eat in the summer, homie. I just drink. I drink iced tea, man, water. I used to never drink soda until I went to prison, man. They'll stab you if you get canteen. No, not really. I like to see some of these prison shows, man. Like these dudes are like, and if you go to prison, it's like The Fugitive, maybe it's called. Like I've seen his channel, but some of the stuff that he talks about prison ain't really how prison is. He's like telling you all the stuff like your uncle used to tell you, like in '85, about how prison was. You know what I mean? I've been here just watching from the background. Trust me, I've never missed a video yet. Okay, that's what's up, man. Glad to see you. I thought subs were big in there. They are, but nothing like the Deuce, man. The Deuce is it, man. These dudes are stealing people's shit, going crazy. Yes, sir. I was there when all this shit happened to you in Pike, bro. I'm trying to think of who you are, William Clark. Clark. I know who you are, man. I know exactly who you are. I think. Were you there when Rocky beat up the old man on the baseball field? Remember our baseball team over there? We were cracking people. Jonathan Elliott, man, I appreciate you. Joe, I'm not mad at you, bro. It's all love, man. It's all love. Uh-oh, Chad figured it out. No, I think I know who this guy is. Good guy. You were over there when Mr. Penny was over there. You should come on and just do an interview, man. We'll talk about Mr. Penny too and what happened to him. Yeah, we had to put old Joe on the chopping block tonight. Line him up, knock him down. Okay, big dog. He's got too many. This dude came back with a new thing. No lie. Yeah, I could do an episode on. You guys want to hear an episode on New York State prisons? We can do that. Well, let me ask you guys something. Like when you're trying to do something positive, right? Because I am new to the world. Hey, guess what? Couple more days, man. I've been home 2 years straight, man. It's nice. It's nice. My anniversary. We're gonna do something big for the anniversary, man. All right, we'll do something. Um, like, why do people do that stuff though? Like, why do you want to just start shit with people, man, for no reason? Like, for real, man. Like, are you out of your mind, bro? I help all people, dude. White people, black people, Hispanics. I do legal work. I get people out of prison consistently. Get people out of prison. That's not race trading, helping people, man. Get out of here. You're on some bullshit, homie. But I ain't mad at you, man. You know what I mean? Because you're not face to face anymore. Yeah, that's like that meme I seen. Didn't I talk about that before? Where they're like Jeff. They had a picture of some dude. They said Jeff wasn't got caught like he was writing like he was writing some bull right on like on a keyboard, and then someone caught up to him, and Jeff got knocked the fuck out, kind of like old Eddie. This guy needs an old Eddie shot. You know what I'm saying? One shot to the chest. Boom. USP2 is a sweet spot. It's a dropout yard. But Leon, tell him in the comments, were people getting busy over there at that dropout yard? Okay, Danielle Foster, hitting us with the $10 bill. That's what's up. We appreciate you. The anniversary's coming up. It's almost here. Thank you, Danielle. So let me ask you guys this. G Push. Tucson was not always a dropout yard. Tucson used to be a dangerous yard. Then it was getting changed over right around the time that I was there. And I wasn't there much longer after it was being changed over. I'll tell you that. I got sent out of there. Coleman 2. You know, I don't really talk about the gang stuff on here. But you know what? I'm not afraid to tell you, man, it was a dropout yard and they got busy over there. Don't ever forget that. In fact, I got moved from now. Maybe I'm going to find the shot. I got moved from over there because I did something, man. Mark Jordan is in Tucson. That's where he belongs. Mark Jordan's a bad dude, homie. But yeah, maybe I could find the shot as to why I left there. And I left there because these dudes got drunk. They did some. We'll just do a video on it. How about that? It goes down at Coma 2 when it's ready, but it has its calms and sweet time. It has its calms, but it definitely gets busy. I mean, that's one place where I seen live rounds being fired. I was this close with the shot caller, right? For the Southsiders, the Serranos. He was my workout partner. People, this dude is the real thing, y'all. I'm glad you remember me, Chad. I know exactly who you are, Clark. Clark is a good man. Not because he said good things about me, but Clark is a good man, and he probably can tell you guys. See, I like to bring people on that were with me, man. That way they can, you know, it's not my story, man. They can validate it. Katrina Stubb, was it a dropout yard? Yes, it was. Bring White Boy Rick on. Someone reached out to me and said they were friends with him, man. Let's get White Boy Rick on. Find me a way to connect with him. I wrote the dude back. I haven't heard back. But anyway, just because it's a dropout yard, trust me. You think it's a dropout yard, but when all them dudes get there, like the Norteños, the Serranos, they all become one. And now they're a gang all over again. All the dudes that hated each other. And you know, some people that drop out of gangs, you know what? That's because they changed their lives, man. Katrina Strub, can you please define that? Yeah, you don't want to be part of a gang anymore. You say, you know what, man, I'm older, I matured, I made some bad choices when I was younger. I don't want to be a part of this shit no more, man. Here, I'm going to give you a story, right, about the kid I was really close with. Clark going to tell us that he whooped you. Maybe. He might change the story up. No. Coleman 1 is not. So here, this kid that I'm real cool with, right? This kid that I'm real cool with, one of the big homies gives him a kite, right? One of the black hands. He's got to deliver this kite, but he doesn't deliver the kite. He loses it. And because he lost the kite, he's in the hat. And what the hat means is they're going to brutalize this dude as soon as they find him. He's like, damn, man, I lost the kite. The big homie gave me the kite. So instead of being that dude on the yard where they're like, yo, man, you know, the homie was fighting like a motherfucker for 2 or 3 minutes. He was doing good until they killed him. And he says, man, I'm done. I'm done with the gang shit. I'm done with this shit, man. So it's all good, man. So that's what a dropout is, a person like that says, man, I'm not with this. I don't want to be a part of this no more. Our dropout yard separate, it depends. They're starting to change where they just put them all together, bro. Richard, thank you, man. Yeah, we're gonna do some true crime stuff like on Aaron Pike and some other people. But hey, man, I'm not afraid to tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna be the dude where they're like, you know, and the story, man, is check this out, man. Let me ask you guys something, right? Yeah, just because people are dropouts don't mean they're punks. Let's say you're involved in something, right? Let's say a dude gets stabbed like 30 times. He does something that he shouldn't be doing. Kansas City will not beat the Bills this year, my friend. Buffalo Bills will be going to the Super Bowl. Let's say you go on a mission, right? Dude gets drunk. He starts calling the people the N-word. He's creating tension. And it's like, look, man, it's going to be an all-out battle. This dude knows that he's not supposed to be doing this. He's getting drunk all the time. He's disrespecting people all the time. Let's say you go in the cell and you hit him up. You hit him like 30 times. He doesn't die. You go to the hole. The SIS guy comes and tells you, hey, man, that dude that you and your partner just hit up, he died. They're going to give you 2 cats the death penalty. And you're on the door and you're like, man, I don't care about that, man. You know, you're a tough guy, man. But in the back of your mind, you really do care. You don't really want the death penalty. Then you find out the guy, the SIS guy that knocked on your door and told you that BS, he was lying. The dude never died, right? But this is prison politics like Terrell Johnson. Like, what do you think he was supposed to do? You know what I mean? Dude trying to victimize the kid. So you say, you know what, man? Whew, not getting the death penalty. I'm not saying this is me. You say, I'm not getting the death penalty. Thank God. Dude didn't die. Your homeboy says, hey, man, my homeboy right here at the detention hearing, at the disciplinary, says, man, he didn't do it. I did it. He had nothing to do with it. You go back to the compound. Your homeboy stays in the hole. And you start thinking, you know what, man? I'm not with this stuff no more, man. I want to be a father. I want to be a husband someday. I want to get out of prison someday. And you know what, man? You skated by the skin of your teeth and you say, you know what? I was a dumbass when I got involved in this stuff and I wanted out. I want out. And you go out. What would they do to that kid in prison? Oh, man, they would have destroyed that kid in prison. Honestly, bro, I guess even if I was going home, I probably would have smashed the kid too, man, if he made it to prison. But he won't make it to prison. It's over. He's gone. LA Rams. They would definitely smash him. But anyway, that's kind of why people, leave gangs or drop out. Some people get wiser, man. I'm sure you guys heard Rob Rosso the other day, how he talked about that stuff, how sometimes you don't even drop out. You retire. You go to a lower level prison and, that gang stuff it ain't really popping like that, depending on what gang you're in. A federal prison, like I said, you could be a Crip and be like, no, man, I'm not on count. And they're like, oh, okay. Like, where do they do that shit at? You know what I mean? I can tell you this, like if you came to Big Sandy and you were in the white, let's say you're from the East Coast, them white dudes ain't letting you just do whatever. Yes, definitely. The Texas Tickler, yes. They're not just letting you, man. Stevie Burke back then, Adam Oliveri. You're not going to be like, hey, man, I'm not going to be a part of the car. They're like, oh, you're going to be a part of the car. Coleman 1 is not a dropout yard. That's not true. Dennis Rosso, I like. So anyway, man, that's our live tonight. We're going to get ready to go. Usually I do them on Sundays, but with the holiday, going to give a big shout out to all the military people, man, and all the things that they do, man, for us. Should have done this yesterday. Got caught up at a little picnic with my mom and stuff and just enjoying my life, man. But tonight, man, is the night that you could just be like, yo, I'm going to change my life. If you're a young man and you're watching, catch that video last night, the re-upload. And that's another thing I wanted to apologize about tonight. I don't think that was on my end. Something happened. I tried to load that video 3 or 4 times. It wouldn't go up. Then it finally, the next day, I was able to load it. But that was the message, man. Terrell Johnson, right? You're listening to the story. I'll bet you would have never thought, and I have reason to believe because I read all the documents, that this dude was really trying to victimize this kid, man. You would have never thought that this kid was going to end up. Thank you, Marlene. You would have never thought that this kid was going to end up with another 26 years. This dude's trying to do all the stuff you've seen in prison movies to him. And he lashes out like, man, I got to protect myself. After the police put him in that position, they sent him back out. Hey, pack up your stuff. Refusing program. You're going back out to the compound. And dude's like, man, if not, you get rode up. He's like, man, I'm going to take my chances. He goes out there. People are talking shit about him, embarrassing him, probably maybe, slapping him on the coolie. Boom. Doing other stuff to him. And he's like, man, I'm not taking this no more, man. And he was so hurt and inside and like, damn, I got to, keep my manhood. And he went and did what he had to do in education. He finished that dude, man. He made sure that dude didn't victimize no one else, man. But he ended up with 26 more years. He was a young man that went to prison. I think with a 14-year sentence at his age, he would have got out of prison. Maybe he would have educated himself. Maybe he would have changed his life. Maybe he would have learned to appreciate his freedom and got out still at what, 40, 41 with that 14-year sentence? He had his might have been a little bit younger than that. But now he's going to get out when he's 60. And honestly, I think that's some BS. I think that's some bullshit, man. Where this kid ended up with 26 more years because this dude was trying to do what he wanted to do to him. But this is an example of what happens. So if there's a young man watching, man, this could easily happen to you. I know right now, man, you're out there hustling, you're getting money, you're wearing the nice clothes, you're doing you, and it's hard to walk away. But there are consequences for your actions, man. There's another part of being a drug dealer. There's another part of being a robber. It's the bad part, but it's a part of it, man. Listen, I appreciate everybody in here. He did say it was self-defense. And I would have went to trial with it and said it was self-defense if I was him. But he didn't want to take the chance, because if he lost, he was going to get a life sentence. And that's what they do. We know what he did to you, but if you test us and you go to trial, we're going to smash you. We got 191 likes. Can we get 9 more? Can someone hit that big X and hit that like button? Give us 9. Katrina Strub, no retirement plan for drug dealers, for sure. Definitely not. Hit that like button for us, man. Let's get that. We got 195. We need 5 more likes, man. 5 more likes tonight. And I need everybody to share the channel, man. Share this, man. It's a good video. Share it. It's informative. Hopefully this dude's going to call me at 8. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Tonight's the night, though, man, to change your life. You got a son, you got a daughter. Go in there and let them know that you love them. Read them a book tonight. Like, son, I love you, man. And even more so when you see the stuff that happened in Texas, right? Where these parents can't read their kids a book tonight. You know what I mean? But tonight you can, man, and you should. And it's a sad day when, man, it's just a sad day. You know what I mean? It's a sad day when you got to bury your kids, man. We got 210 likes, 219 people in the house. I appreciate everybody, man. Like I say, man, it's not my channel. It's our channel. We'll work together. I do this because I want to do it, man. Nothing but love and respect for everybody. But tonight's the night, man. It's important to go let your son know that you love him, man. It's sad to say we live in a society when tomorrow might not be here, man. William Clark, Chad, have a good night, bro. God bless you and your family. Little bro and little boys, bro, I will email you. Okay, Clark, hit me up, man. Yeah, MDC Brooklyn's still on lockdown. Pollock's on lockdown. Someone got stabbed in the eye. The shit is real, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Until tomorrow, we're out. Good night, everybody.